All right, I'm in Brigham City, Utah on Main Street, and I'm gonna show you some Main Street buildings down here later that are just mud flooded like you wouldn't believe. But first I'm gonna show you this building, and this is the Brigham City Tabernacle. And the storyline on this building is that when the town of Brigham City was in the year 1865 was about 600 population, they laid the cornerstone and started building this structure, which holds 1,400 people. So they needed a church to hold 2.5 times more people than they had. And when you consider that there was only 600 people living in the town here, and each family probably had an average of 5 children, that means that there was about 50 men living in the vicinity when they say that they started building this. And then in, I believe, the year 1887, you can check the Wikipedia page on this, I guess they say that this burnt down, and by 1879, and then 1880 they started having rebuilt it and having church here. And then somewhere in the 1890s they decided to rebuild it and make it better than ever. That's the storyline. Look how huge that entryway once was with our little doors in there. It's just a gorgeous building. It's built out of the same stone used on Old Main up in Logan, the Tabernacle in Logan, Utah, the exact same stonework, and then also the same stone used on the Logan Temple. So, you know, the question I have is, was there any windows down in here below these windows? And I mean, this is just a gorgeous building. Every time I drove by it 25 years ago, I just thought, wow, I need to stop and see that, and I never did. But is it possible to have just done an excellent job of patching in some windows in each of these areas? I believe that's totally possible. And if you kind of look at the way that they have done this mortar, it you know, it's a style of bringing the mortar out from the stone. And also, you know, if you look at this, this is also mortar in here. So this is to make it look really uniform here, but this is actually mortar around non-square stones. So it's an art. So yeah, I would say that it would be possible to figure out how they did that and do that down there. And so the question I have is there a basement in this building? If anybody knows, let me know. Look at that. So they've put a door underneath here, and they've put a little thing over in between them to stop the rain. I guarantee you that's not original to it. And then look at that huge door right there, which looks like it could have been a window that's been brought down and this framework put in. But look how deep that goes. So you can see how thick this building is. It's I would say it's a good 17 inches or so deep. And this is this area is a little different back here because they've come off on the foundation, like a heavier duty foundation in this little area here. And then this is new, but you can see that there's a patch. They've done a patch right in that area there. You see how that's thicker grout in there? So that's just more of what I'm talking about. The LDS Church doesn't spare any expense on their buildings. You know, they do a lot better job than the other organizations at hiding their stuff. Look how good that is. You know, they take the time to do it right to where it's gonna, you know, over time as that grout darkens, you're never gonna be able to tell hardly that that was a patch. But look at that little base down there. So there obviously used to be a door right there. And maybe not a door right there, and just a window. See that? And it's just What a magnificent structure. It's gorgeous. This is obviously a new addition to the whole building anyway. And you come up to it, you have a plate back here. And a lot of times, you know, like you look at churches and you'll see that they add an addition to the back of the building to put some stairs in there to get down into the lower level of the original structure. And sure enough, here we have a mudflood window right here. At least you have a little window going into the basement that they've put a vent in there, and then you have another one right over there. And you have that big door with the window above it right there. So this is definitely a pretty old addition to the building, but you can see the concrete, and here's like a mudflood type window situation right here. And again, this back part of the building right here, you can see that they've come out a few inches deeper on this footing. And so, you know, were there windows down below here? I believe that's possible. If you just look at the rock work on this little area right here, just use your mind and see how big that stone is. See how big that stone is. And then see how small these stones are right below this window. You know, what are you going to try to do? Are you going to try to use smaller stones to fill in a window and make it look right? Or are you going to use huge stones? Well, we're going to use smaller stones. So it kind of something to think about there. Not really sure, but was this building even taller and even more grand than it is? I think that's a real possibility. And again, here's another door like on the other side. And on this area, they have a stone base along here in the white area that they've painted. And was there a window down there? Who knows? Just a gorgeous church in pristine condition. And it's right across from a temple that's a lot more newer than this building. And just to give you an example, this is the type of structures that we build. Not as nice as this building, as far as I'm concerned. If you look at it, it looks to be like a concrete and a facade, the whole thing. But you know, it's definitely pretty as far as, you know, the structure itself. But the quality of the craftsmanship, I don't think it's anywhere near what this baby is. And it's just gorgeous. So I'm gonna take you down here over to Main Street and show you some awesome stuff. And hold tight. Okay, I'm in Brigham City on Main Street. And I'm gonna show you some awesome mudflood buildings here. Right here is a municipal building, is what it says on it. Just wanted to take a walk around this and just show you, you know, this building looks like there's been a lot of patchwork done right in here. It's got a bell tower up here. It looks like it was the old city hall. Not sure what the date is on it. You can see it looks like there's a patch right here. Kind of interesting. And this looks like they've added this back part to it right here with these little round doors, or maybe it was like this, I'm not sure. But I'm sure there's probably a set of stairs in that area. And they've got vents. That's why I think there's stairs. It's probably venting some stairs to the basement right there. And along the bottom, you can't see any real sign of stairs. It's pretty cool. You can see the original brick here. But that brick's held up really, really well. I mean, this is definitely an old building. I wanted to show you in here. This is the conference room. And you can just see through there. But right here in this door right here with the window above it, you've got some stairs going down in there. Let me see if you can see that down in there. You see the stairs going down? Anyway, there's stairs there. So there is a basement in it, and I would think that, you know, you've got two different brickworks on here. You've got this tight brickwork, you see, with the grout the bricks are not spaced very far apart, and then you've got this grout work. Not sure which is older, which is newer, but look at this right next to it. You got this big old dome here with clocks in it, and you can tell that that's some beautiful work up there. Let me see if I can zoom in it for you. So look at this stonework that they've done up there, and it's got they got a flag and probably what used to be the Antiquitech on there. And before I show you this building right here, let's go look at this Carnegie Library back here. Now the storyline on the Carnegie libraries is there's just over 2,500 Carnegie libraries in the world, according to Google, and this is one of them. And I really believe that these windows were probably the same size at one time and went down. And this is our work along the bottom here, and you can just see that our work falls apart. You can see what's happening to it. You can see the little pebbles in the concrete there. It's made to fall apart. It's garbage work. So this is all new along here. And this brickwork looks a lot like in the middle of this brickwork here. I mean, on the ends, you know, you got the bricks spread far apart. So probably that's the older work. And same type of thing going on over here, but look, you go underneath the stairs to get into the basement here. I'm gonna see if I can let you see in there. You got a little door in there for personnel only, but you got this rounded arch, and just kind of interesting that you got this basement down there that way. And I'm gonna show you around the back of it, but you can just see what happens to our work down here. I mean, just look at this. It just deteriorates. It's made to deteriorate fast. And what do you got? You got a vent coming out of the basement here. And this is the only part of the original building that you can see. And now you can see that this Capitol type building, we'll find out what it is, but this is all new down here. And we'll walk around it. But I'm gonna take you over to Main Street, across the street here in just a second. And I'm gonna show you some just awesome mud flood footage. And but just look at this. We don't even know how to fix this work around the base here. And I personally believe that this brick went all the way down, and that we put this in and we shortened these windows. And if you look at underneath these windows, where do you see the deterioration? Underneath this work right here, you can see that it's kind of deteriorating right around in here and right over there as well. You see that? So kind of interesting. They did better work than what we do. You can see the grade on this, and then over here, why would that deteriorate faster than what's out in the open? It doesn't make any sense to me. So again, you have a door under the stairs. Why? Well, I personally believe that this door up here is not the original front door on this building. And look at the type of work that we do. You know, they tried to make this look like this is stone, right? It looks like marble. They've done a good job of faking it, but look what happens to our work. You know, it's concrete. It's just a concrete pour with a facade over it. And is this door up there the original front door, or do those pillars originally go further all the way down here, and the front door is right in this area, and that was another balcony like what you see above it at one time? That's what I believe. I believe that's accurate, and I do not believe, look how tight and good the stonework with the brick is and how tight it is. That's just not our modern day work. And you got another door on this other side over here. And look at the grade here, you know, where it comes right up to that window over here. Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Good.
Hope I didn't.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. And look at this deterioration right over here, back here. So you've got right along the bottom, I guess, where the water is. But that is some heavy duty work. You can see how thick this stone is. It's a good 9 inches thick right there. So it is quality work along the bottom. But again, I believe that brick went right into the ground. Let me go ahead and just look back here and see if there's any signs, but mostly we got a bunch of AC and heat type stuff. So I'm gonna take you behind, out here is Main Street. I'm gonna take you behind these buildings first since it's the closest. So let's get over here, and I just wanna show you some interesting features down over here, where you got a bunch of stairs going down to the basement, I guess. You got these arch windows up top here. And hi, how are you? Oh, is it really? Is it a hotel right now?
No, it's a party.
Oh, look at this right here. So you come and walk down into the basement, and I bet you there's stairs going into a deeper basement.
And there's a coal cellar down there.
Is it right there, or you go further down to get to it?
You have to go further down.
Yeah, of course. That's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I thought you were going to say.
If you want to go in, I'll open the door for you.
Oh, please. I'm going to pause it right here, and then we'll go down in just a second. I'll be right there, miss. And look at this right here. They've stuccoed right over this brick right here. And look at this brick. It goes straight into the ground.
So this is like the first hotel in like Utah. Brigham Young commissioned this building.
Brigham Young, this is the first hotel in Utah.
Yeah, because...
Wow, and Brigham Young commissioned this. What year do you know about?
It was like, oh, it says inside, it's like 1840 something.
Okay, hey, I'm gonna... So the nice lady let me in. And look at this beautiful molding right here. But this is the door that we came in. We're actually on the 2nd level. And she says that Brigham Young commissioned this hotel, was the first hotel in Utah, here in Brigham City. And you can see above each hotel room, there's a window. Kind of interesting. And can we go down to the lower level?
This is the, this is the first level.
And it just kind of wraps around here. Now it's apartment complexes, and this goes up to another level that's not original to the building. Here, let me just show you this picture real quick.
This was built in 1940.
So this is what it looked like in 1906, just 2 levels. The 3rd level is all new. We probably can all agree on that. So let's don't bother with going upstairs, but
Well,
let's...
it's from 1914.
Oh yeah, great. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not as interested in that.
This is the original wallpaper.
Oh, okay.
So
What's the
we're
original
not allowed to
open?
bring stuff through here.
Oh, because they don't want to scratch it or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Let me just see how tall this is and everything here. Is this door open?
Yes, it does.
Can I go out it?
Yeah.
All right, great. Hey, thanks a lot. Well, appreciate it.
You can look up the information for the Booth Hotel
Okay.
online.
Will do. I'm gonna unlock this to get out, okay? Hey, thank you. So we're just walked outside this hotel here, and you can see there probably was a balcony right there, and you've got your huge, maybe this was huge doorway right there. But I tend to agree that that was the original doorway, but it's still about 12 feet tall, it looks like. And that was nice of her. Let's see what's in here. Nothing's in here. They do have an arch there. And so let's go back around the back real quick. To see if there's what else there is. But again, you have this door going down to the basement there. She says that this door right here, you can go in there into the basement, and there's another basement below that they call the cellar. And then back in here, you've got this brick here, but the truth is this is not the original foundation on this brick right here. And so, interesting, they've stuck it over the brick, but you can kind of see the original brick coming through right there. And you got your back door here with your window above it, and you got this huge door with window above it here as well. And this is definitely not original. They've strengthened that somehow, maybe chipped away at the brick and put that in. Can't really tell here. So that was that. Let's go head around to Main Street real quick. And want to go across the street here and show you these two buildings here. Let's you can see where we were, just up the street across from the temple up there. But this town's great. There's not a lot of traffic in it. And so you can see what they do to these buildings. This is a old brick building right here that they've just facaded over. They put some rock over parts of it. For some reason they like to hide that brick. And it's a shame that it's just not sandblasted. And here you have, kind of interesting, a doorway here. And I wonder if this is original, that's just been like fixed up or whatever. Like there actually used to be a window right there. It's just like an entrance, probably goes to a stairs in downstairs or something like that. And you can just see that these bricks go straight into the ground right there, straight into the ground. And look at this beautiful sandstone building mixed with the red brick, and just these tight, I mean, just look at the quality that they can do. We cannot do that today. You just don't see that done today on that level. It's just unbelievable. And again, you have your huge door with your window on top, and you have your 12-foot whole entrance here. And these are always changed out depending on what store, but this is all original right here. It's beautiful. And you can see that that's like a metal corrugated, what looks like stone, if you weren't able to see that part right there. So they do that a lot, and they always have it appears. But look at this right here. You've got a vent right here going into the basement, and you've got another vent going into the basement, and you have an air conditioner sticking out of the window above the front door there. And the whole thing again is 12 feet space. And then this all down here is all new. You know, just look at what happens to our work. It's not made to last. It's made to fall apart. It's made to look good for a short period of time. And but look at the old 100-plus-year-old building right here. And then they've stuck it along the base here, putting a false foundation here. And look at this. Boom. We've got our mud-flooded basement right here, where the window cut into it right here. I don't know if you can see in there or not. Kind of interesting. And look, you've got your window above your door, even in basements, is how they rolled. So guaranteed, if you chipped away at this stucco, this brick is gonna come all the way down to here. I would bet you. And they don't like to waste square footage, I guess, with stairs on the inside of the building. You know, you got to remember that there's a good possibility that was the original first floor. This is the second, third. And you got a mud flood window right here, and they've stuck it over everything again, stepping up to the top there. Let's go across the street real quick, because I just want to show you this one building right over here and then get back over here. So this is where the building that the video first started on right here, Wells Fargo building now. I don't know if it's always been a Wells Fargo building, but again, look at this. You've got your architectural glass sidewalk I know there's a specific name for them. Again, go over to one of my favorite channels, Stuffed Beagle. He's like, I believe, the authority on this glass sidewalks. But the basic idea is that when they found this building sticking out of the ground here, and I believe that this brick came all the way down. This is just facade. And this brick came all the way down. There's brick all the way down in there behind this facade. And look right here, we can actually see down in there. So let's just take a look at what we see down there. Yeah, there's some leaves down in there. Kind of interesting. And so when they undug this, they found mud flood windows all over it. And here you have another door coming into the basement. And is there a lower basement? I bet I would not be surprised at all. So they dug this building out and they took all of the, you know, what's believed a lot of times is there's nicer stuff on the bottom floor. That's what you see, you know, that's your eye level. They were able to pull that all up and they're like, hey, let's get some daylight through these windows. Let's put some windows up here. And these are actually prisms that draw the light that way. And they were originally white or clear, kind of like that right there. But they actually have turned purple over time. I mean, honestly, wouldn't that be a cool piece of art? Just hanging on a wall. Of course, it'd be heavy as hell, but if you could figure it out, just what a beautiful piece. So I believe this is absolutely a mud flood building, and these are the perfect sign that they are, these glass sidewalks. And here we are here. So let's get back over here because I got some awesome stuff to show you over here. But this is mud flooded. And I think you're really gonna like it. You got a mud flood window right here. Let's take a look down in there, just estimate how high. I mean, look at that door down there. See how high the ceilings are in the basement? They're probably like 12 feet or something. I don't know, 10, 11, 12 feet. You see that? Amazing. This brick goes all the way down there, no question. And this building just wraps around. Again, you got your 12 foot or so space for a business to make look nice, and boom, you got your mud flood windows. You even have a door down there, and look at the, you know, they put wood here, but does this brick go down there? Just interesting. It's hard to say. What are we looking at down here? Interesting. So you got a mud flood window set up down. You got this old building here. I'm gonna go in between these buildings first. And again, you have stairs coming down to the first level right here. Let me see if there's anything on this building special along the bottom. Not really, it's just your basic building. I believe they chipped away at this because look, this is definitely new concrete right here. This is not the type of concrete that they use with pebble mix. This is new, so that means that they've chipped away at this brick and they laid this concrete after this to strengthen it. And I mean, this goes down there quite a ways. Pretty cool. So let's keep going here. And look how deep this brick is. I mean, that's a good, 17, 18 inches inset there before the door. So it goes quite a ways down there. And again, wow, holy crap. Now that goes down there. That goes down there, way down there. Let's take a look at that. Oh my gosh. This goes down there at least 16 feet or so. Let's see where it goes. Got like a window or something right here. And look at this old door. And you even have the sewer that's down there below my feet. I would say that that's about 13 feet to ground level up there. So this goes way down here. And again, this is our work right here. This has been chipped away. The brick has been chipped away, and they put this in here to strengthen it. Huh. Unbelievable. They got a little lock here on this. And let's go back here. You've got a window here. Okay, I thought that might have been a window right there. But look at right here. So look what's happened to this brick right here. It started to deteriorate all over. And they've patched it in to make sure it didn't fall apart. And you've got 2 mud flood windows down here. And it looks like a coal chute maybe was right here or something. Maybe another window at one time. And you got another window that was right here. And look at this. You've got 2 layers of brickwork in here. So you can see that they put a long one here, a short one here, and a short one here. They're just tying these in the whole way through. And it goes another 10 inches on the other side. So this thing is just completely different than what we would build today. And you have a window right here, comes down to right there. And let's just see what's going on here. And look how deep that goes right there. I mean, it just goes in there way deep inside there. Looks like about 14 inches or so to the door. In the back of this building, I want to show you this over here. And this is probably where we'll leave it. But like you look around this building and you've got your door with the window up above it right there. So there used to obviously be something going on here like a balcony. And they've put in a shack on the back of this, which is for sure going down to the basement. So you walk through there to get down to the basement. And you've got all of these arched windows on the sides right here. So I think it's safe to say that this is definitely an old town that was already here before the Saints came rolling in, marching in. And thanks for watching.